being here this evening. I am Hallie Rae Ward, and I'm honored to be in the Favorite Pieces, the Artist Edit exhibition here at Unchained.Art Gallery. And the specific piece I had in the show is Foreplay here. And then for tonight specifically, I brought a few other examples of my work so you get to know a little bit more about me and what my art is all about. So first off, I guess I'll go back. You're going to hear the poem, all right? So, foreplay. It's new, it's smooth, and sets the mood. It leads the way to bright beginnings and lets us receive all of the winnings. Every flow is intentional, with its ebb and flow being natural. And with foreplay, like, that's sometimes like what you remember, you know? It's like the planning of the date, the going out to dinner, the kissing, the touching, you know? And also the unknown, you know, of like getting to know each other. And so that's what I love about foreplay. And then also it's like a way you can operate in life. It's like planning a date with your gal pals or a trip.
Is this your first wrapping of
This was my first wrapping.
And then I have one of yours with the love on it.
Oh yes,
yeah,
that
was
one.
the first one I got.
I forgot about that one. Yes.
But then I also have one of your hanging.
Yeah, and then yours.
And then at some point though, you end up with
The light beams.
So how did you go from light, accentuating the yarn and the colors to this?
So I wanted to explore what other shapes I could wrap, and therefore when I would go like to the store, looking around, I'm always looking, you know, no matter what stores you go to, seeing what are things that I can wrap. And so eventually I just found these like tubes that already had like caps on them, and then I developed like the inside mechanics of the light beam, and over the years that has evolved and improved over time. So but I really like the light beams because I love the verticalness of them, and I love how they're round, and they pair well together. And it also like the first one was like a skinnier tube that I did, and I ended up titling it like the series like Petite Batons, which actually that name came from when we used to drive to drop me off at school in Florida. We stopped at Avery Island at the Tabasco factory, and they have like the red stick that they put up next to the Tabascos to make sure they're like ready to pick. They compare like the redness of the stick with the redness of the pepper, and they call that like Petite Baton Le Rouge. And so that's how I like got that at first. And so yeah, so that's how that began. And then over time I've used like some 3D printing as well to which are like the caps, and some of the inside components are 3D printed. So it's been cool to evolve the design.
How do your interests outside of art influence your work?
Well, I love life, and my work is about love and life and positive energy. And so I love my people in my life, family and friends. I love meeting new people. I love traveling the world, seeing new places, meeting new people, seeing how we're all living this life here at the same time other people are living that life there, you know? And also being out in nature, and like I grew up at a wonderful house that is full of nature with animals and plants and trees, as well as a swimming pool, and water is a really important part of my life and inspires my work, and such as nature's flow over there. And as well as like for instance with like the movement of color here, movement is also an important part of my work. And I love to dance, and then I grew up being a volleyball player and doing some track and everything. And so, and I think also movement's important, like if you're having a bad day, like get up and move and shift, and so your mind will shift as well. And so I think it's really important to, of course, rest, but to be in motion and moving around and seeing and exploring and being engaged in life. So all these different factors are a part of my work, because everything is energy and everything is connected in that way. If you have an idea, there's like a way to make it happen. And so I think problem solving is a great skill to have. And then also being able to, we can all have ideas, but then to bring it to reality and then execute it to the point of being able to show it is a huge skill to have. Like in college, I got a lot of compliments from my professors because since I was an athlete, I always did the best work that I possibly could and would finish it to completion, and they really liked that quality of me as an artist. So
Very good.